Welcome. My name's Trish. I'm going to tap in and do another reading on the royals this week. They've got a lot going on with them, and I've been getting message. People have been worried about Princess Kate or Kate Middleton, and to see what's going on around her. So I'm just going to pull a couple of cards and I'm going to see what's coming up around her. Now, I did a reading on her back when she first went into hospital, and there were some things that came up. I didn't actually post that reading, so I might go back through and have a look and see if there's anything in there that I can add to this reading. So if I'm in different clothes, it's because it was done a few weeks ago, so I'll let you know when that happens. But for now, we're just going to have a little tap into her energy and see what's going on around her. There has been some of the questions that I've been getting is they've been worried about her. They've been worried if there's something bad happening out around her, or if she has served her purpose. One of the comments was, has she served her purpose and now she's being phased out? So that's something we could probably have a look at. The other thing I find a little fascinating is that, isn't it strange so many royals at the moment are in hospital? There was a few weeks ago, or it could have been months ago now, Fergie was in having some really aggressive cancers, skin cancers. She had them tested when she had her breast cancer done. So there's been a lot going on around the royals at the moment, and I just find that strange. So we're going to have a little look, see what's going on there, if there's anything to that. So let's have a look. Let's get into this reading. So we're looking at Kate's energy today. I'm going to do a little spread for her and just see what's playing out around Kate at the moment. Okay, this kind of interesting. It kind of looks like the reading that I done for her a couple of weeks ago when she first went into hospital. So I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to have a look back on that reading and see if there's anything similar. Okay, so first of all, I've got a sense of overwhelm here. You can see at the top of the screen. Now, this comes from feeling overwhelmed and burdened by your responsibilities, or by the level of emotional energy it takes to deal with something, because it's sitting right next to the Ace of Cups, and it's saying that's full. Yes, it says full heart, but it's saying that your emotional tolerance is quite full at the moment. So it's like your emotions are on high, or your emotions are quite highly charged at the moment, to the point in a way that's quite overwhelming, I'm seeing here. Now, here next to that, we're seeing that she needed to get away. She needed to get away from this. So it's giving me that sense of, yeah, maybe there was an operation that she had, but she's making, and if indeed there was, because I am seeing here a healing card and a receive card where she's receiving something as well. But I'll come back to that. I am seeing her needing to get away. You can see the get away card up here, and you can see her walking away. So it's almost like what I'm picking up here is like a sense of wanting to walk away, wanting to get away. Again, you can see turning her back on something. It's almost like here we're seeing her turned her back on something. So perhaps this time out away from the public life is her to recharge and not be in the limelight, not be in the forefront of everything, to deal with her emotional crisis, because we're seeing these two being an emotional crisis up here in a private way. So she's needing time away to recharge her batteries, and get away from everything she's dealing with at the moment. So she wants to do this in a private way, away from the public eyes. So here again, turning her back on the public, wants to do it where she's not facing the public. So she's wanting to get control of her issues, or they're wanting her to get control of herself, get control of her emotions before she has an emotional outbreak, because here it's saying you need to get control of things, or there's a sense here of wanting to take power back. She feels powerless in some way, and she's feeling like she wants to get control back. So here I'm seeing either they're putting her away from the public for the moment while they get this stuff sorted out and dealt with, so she doesn't have an emotional outburst where because she's feeling powerless and wants to take her power back but doesn't know a way to do that. So there's some reason why she's being held back away from public, so there's no public outburst about something here. Okay, these cards I'm showing in the front here are quite emotional. There's a great deal of overwhelm, and it's very, very emotional, and she's just, all of them you can see she's turned her back. It's like she doesn't want to deal with this anymore, really doesn't want to deal with this situation. It's become too overwhelming, and it's like either she's in a kind of retreat type situation where she is rejuvenating, getting herself back to her full potential. Here I'm seeing this card is called consistency. It says practice, keep trying, but it's almost like the water flow in here. It's like a recharge. It's like charging back up and feeling back up, because again, water is emotions, and you're seeing fueling up the emotions here. It's like the cup has been drained. I know it's up in the upright position, so it's not drained, but the emotions have been quite overwhelming here. So it's saying she's needing to fuel back up, or emotions, feel her emotions here. Down here we're seeing the nest change, and that can sometimes involve moving out, changes to the residence, changes to the family, because we have an egg here as well. So it can be changes to the family, could even be changes to reproduction as well, because we're looking here at the egg here as well. But because we have the Chariot, and Chariot's all about movement, I am seeing here there's something going on around about movement. So either her wanting to move away from the family home, or there's some kind of, she's wanting movement in some way, and it's showing nest change. And maybe this might be one of the reasons that she is out of the public at the moment. I feel like it's quite stressful at the moment. And take a look at this again down here. We've got the empty throne. Just need to bring that to your attention. The empty throne here. It says control, ruling others. Now this came up in the Pope reading about the empty chair. It also came up in one of the predictions about empty chair. And here we're talking about royals, especially since we're talking about Kate. It could be that these burdens could be quite overwhelming to William as well. And this could be related to, we're not reading on William right now, but I'm just saying there's an empty throne sitting there. Now, I would say all of this stuff that Kate is dealing with here could be also overwhelming on William. So without actually pulling William's cards, I can't tell that right now, but all I am seeing is this empty throne right now. But also this is all about control. You can see these two cards that I've laid together. They were down in the same line with each other. It is saying here she feels controlled, she feels powerless, she wants to get control or take her power back. Here it's about other people ruling, so it's control or ruling others. So she feels ruled by the throne, and she's wanting to take her power back. Maybe there's things that she wants to do that have been vetoed, or there's some sense of she just can't live the life that she wants, or there's some sense here going on that she just wants to get away from that ruling. The ruling could even be the throne. She wants to get away from the ruling here. Now, if I was to read this line vertically down here, we're saying she needs to get away to try and feel like has a sense of her own, making her own decisions or her own choices. She's very ruled by the throne. The throne rules her decisions, and here she's wanting to get away from that and walk away from that. You can see here in this line here. Again, it's sitting right next to movement on one side, and it's sitting next to nest change on the other side. So here you can see like an empty throne related to issues around her family home or her family, where there's changes around the nest. It says nest change, but it means changes to the family or changes to the home, and movement over here. So does she want to move? Does she want to leave? And is that causing issues around William, future king? Or is it just a sense here of overwhelming issues going on around her? There's some sense here of wanting to walk away from the throne is what I'm seeing here. Now, whether she does or not, she might just be taking some time out, getting away from royal duties, and that's what she's needing right now, because the consistency that she has put in over the last few years, consistent duties, consistent public spotlight here, all the things she's had to do and look a certain way, act a certain way, perhaps it's now feeling like she just needs a break from it. So here there's a sense of wanting to walk away from all of that and take a break from that. I am seeing a caution card here down the bottom. So the caution here is coming because of the caution is coming because she wants to walk away from her duties or her life, wants to make a change to the family in some way, or nest change. Now also I'm just a bit curious about this card here. It is family changes to the family sitting next to the throne. Isn't that interesting? I think there's a lot of really interesting things happening around the royals at the moment. This could be read in a way that there is changes taking place within the royal family. Because this is nest change, it means changes to house or family. And here we're sitting next to an empty chair. So here it could be changes taking place around the throne. Could even be changes taking place around the throne. Movement. Here is the Triumph card, which is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, sometimes I read as going under the knife, which could indicate healing from an operation up here, which we do see that. Receiving something. So did she have to receive something? Receive blood transfusion? Receive, like I'm feeling her being very overwhelmed and very drained up here. So did she receive something? Did she receive a transfusion? Did she receive some organ of some sort? But she is healing from an operation here, going under the knife. But then we're looking at movement going on around the throne or around changes to the family. Very, very interesting cards that's playing out around here as well. Okay, here I'm seeing stepping stones up here. I'll just bring this one up here. Stepping stones and goals. Okay, so what her goals are. Let's have a look. There's caution here. I'm going to pull another couple of cards just on these ones because we just want to read what we mean by goals. Okay, so here again when I'm asking questions, because I'm not quite sure what these goals are, the goals are sitting under the movement, so maybe her goals are to move, because then I see uprooted. Uprooted is when you're it's either a lack of tolerance, but it can also be uprooted from your current residence or your current life. Is a type of uprooting going on here, and there's goals around that situation. But here it's about valuing herself, and self-love is coming into the forefront here. Valuing and self-love is important, but there's cautions. It's saying there's a bit of a caution. There's cautions about her wanting to do this, or about what will happen if she does do this. Are they concerned about the throne if she does this? So are they letting her take some time out away from public life so she can, in the hopes that she'll feel better or she'll heal from whatever it is that she's going through? I'm not seeing mental illness here. I have mental illness cards, and I'm not seeing any mental illness cards playing out here, but I am seeing a great deal of emotions that's played out, and overwhelm that's played out, where she needs to walk away from that and get away from that from some reason. And it could even be in the way that her life is controlled, and she's had to consistently live a certain way, look a certain way, be a certain way, and relinquish her control to others to be that way, and she's needing a little bit of time out from that. So perhaps, and it's like she's left, maybe she's vacated her royal chair temporarily, whether it's temporarily or permanently, we won't know yet. But I'm seeing here maybe she has just stepped off her royal duties at the moment and just needs time to get away from it, and even really thinking about, does she want to walk away from this on a permanent basis? So maybe she hasn't decided that yet, because we do have the walk away card up the top there, but it's like, but we also have the need for a relax, to get away, to recharge, to make these decisions. I'm not seeing a decision card here. I'm seeing perhaps that she wants to walk away, but they're allowing her just to get away and be out of public life, vacate her royal duties at the moment, in hopes that everything will fall into place and she won't uproot and make a move and make changes to the family. So here I'm going to ask another question. Somebody asked a question about Kate. Has she done her duty in providing heirs to the throne, and now they're finished with her? So that was somebody's question. So let's just ask and see what the cards say about that one. Okay, so here I've asked, has the throne finished with Kate, because she's done her duties and given the heirs to the throne, provided her DNA here. And here we're talking about strategy and time and self-reflection. So let's get into this reading and see how this answers this question. Okay, up the top I'm seeing that she has quite a warrior spirit. So she has done her duties. You can see the warrior spirit is somebody that has the sword. They've done their duty, so they've been very dutiful for a very long time. So very resilient means very, very long time. But here's a sense of her just wanting and desiring more. This is why I'm feeling like it's more her than the royal family having enough of her. So one of the questions was, has she done her duties and now they're finished with her? This I'm reading as has been a good warrior, a dutiful warrior for a very long time. She's been being resilient, but she's desiring more here, and she's wanting to take some of her power back and not be so controlled, is what I'm reading here. Here is a social card, so it's showing her social duties and obligations, and here it's talking about gossip behind her back. So it's either something that's playing on in the background here, 3 prominent people in the background that's going on, and that's been quite overwhelming, and she's been, or perhaps she has been, controlled by 3 prominent people in the background. So I wouldn't know who to guess who these 3 people are, but it's like she's been very ruled. Her power has been handed over to 3 prominent people that rule her from the background. And here's time to fly. It's like she feels like she's done her time. Here again, time, she's done her time. It's time for her to fly. And here it's like she just wants to flow on to a more peaceful, calm energy here. I feel it's burnout. It's a bit of burnout, energetic burnout is what's going on here. But it is related here. Down here we're looking at the DNA here. Here's the DNA, and that's her contribution to the throne. How we talked about, has she done her time by contributing to the throne? Well, here it's saying there is strategy, and here I am also seeing Kate and William. I'm seeing this as Kate as William, but I'm seeing the 2 kids. I know she has 3, but I'm seeing the children. So what I'm seeing is like parental and children type thing. So she's done her time. She has provided the heir with the DNA. So she's provided the family and done her time, is what I'm seeing. But she's wants some time to herself, time to fly. So that's why I'm feeling like it's more coming from her than it's coming from the royal family. It really feels like she wants some time. She feels like she's done her duty for so long, and she's just desiring more. She wants to fly, she wants to get away, she wants to not be controlled by these 3 dominant forces anymore. Here is reflection. So she just this is time out alone, time out just to reflect. So I feel like it's more it'll be very interesting to read on William and see if there's, how he fits in all this, how he feels in all this. But this, I feel she's feeling powerless, wants to take her power back. Her power's been handed over to the dominant, which is the crown, the throne here, and she's been on the stage. This is the main stage. She's been in the spotlight, actually, in the spotlight on the main stage for so long, in social media, social network, but she just wants to get away from it. She wants to fly. She wants a peaceful, more calmer life here. Now, I don't have a divorce card in this deck, so I don't know if that's what she's contemplating, but in her mind I feel like she feels like she's done her duties. She's been a good warrior. She's done her duties, and she's done it for a very long time, but she feels like she wants a little bit more. That's just what I'm pulling from these cards. Anyway, I'm going to take a look at the other reading and see if there's anything very similar in that last reading. Okay, so let's take a look at what is going on with Kate Middleton going into hospital. What is going on with her? Okay, I'm seeing 2 caution cards straight away. This one here is a caution card, and this one here is a caution card. So caution is needed. So what's going on around her? It's either, okay, this is her, because sometimes it's they're telling me to be cautious. I feel in this case they're not. What's going on with her? They're taking high levels of caution around her. There is health cards. Here's a healing card over here. and affecting health here. So there is some healing cards. Okay, so I don't feel it's cosmetic. I'm not getting any cards here that's indicating that it's cosmetic. Okay, here is healing wounds. Healing wounds. And also I'm drawn over here to wanting to get away from the controlling powers here. And it's almost like it's a bit of a getaway. Okay, so she's receiving an energy boost of some sort. Okay, I'll just leave that there, but she's receiving some kind of energy boost. It's saying be patient, it will take time. So I've got 2 heart cards here. I feel like if they informed us a little bit more about what was going on, people wouldn't feel the need to have to look at these things or be so curious about these things if they were just open and honest, like they are with the king, with his procedure. Here is about her taking her power back as well, trying to get some kind of control over the power. And up here it's saying she's taking a rest or getting away from the power structure. Perhaps she's been pulling away from the power structure. Therefore, this is the reason why she's going in. It's a much bigger picture at play here. And there's a level of protection that's going on around her as well. Here I'm seeing multiple things happening to her, so I feel like it's not just one thing. There's a couple of different things that's playing out here. It's asking us to review past experiences around her. So I don't follow the rules. I'm just curious. Has she had any past health issues? Has she had... Okay, could it be related to kind of heartbreak issues over here? Emotional kind of crisis. Caution around the heart, you can see here. How she's affected by others. Okay, here's a shift of focus. So it's saying we're focusing on one thing, but it's actually we're being encouraged to focus here on one thing when perhaps we should be focusing on something else, or it's not what we're focusing on. So there's a shift of focus playing out here. There's actually a bigger picture. Now there's a balancing too. A balancing is showing me 2 hands. So balancing is 2 hands. So it's on one hand, it's being shown one way. On the other hand, it's another way. Now they're actually not letting out any information on why she's in. She's healing past wounds. That's why I'm coming up here and I'm thinking it's to do with past experience, something that's happened in the past. And that's when I say around her past things that have happened, I automatically think about past heartbreaks or past issues. But could there, I don't know, is there physical issues? It says healing. There is a couple of health cards here. So is there some kind of genetic or problems that she has, or is there some kind of problems? Because it is saying that it is past related. Healing past wounds, past experience. Doing it your own way is about taking control of your body, taking control of your life, yourself. Again, mastering your own world is taking control of yourself, taking control of your situation. Here is getting away from the ruling control power system. taking a break from that, but she's receiving some kind of energy boost. Free yourself. Has she been trying to break free from these ones? This is actually a royal card, you can see. This is a throne. This is the throne. Okay, I'm just curious, as I'm not getting any kind of reset going on here, but kind of what I'm thinking is, do they get to a point where they're worn down, trying to let go or free yourself, get away, get protection? So therefore they receive some procedure, I don't know what that procedure is, that helps them get back into the system, helps them kind of reset in a way. Just curious, as in if that is a thing. But I do feel there's something that's played out in the past that's really affected her here. Okay, if I'm running down this line here, what I'm getting here running down this line is something that's taken place over a long time, past experience that's occurred over a long time, that she's needing protection from or healing from, and wants to do it her own way. Wants that freedom or that healing from whatever this situation is. Okay, so something's affecting her health related to, and it could be related to, I'm not thinking like depression, or, because it's got to be physical. You think it'd have to be physical. I did see going under the knife here, which is this one here, under the knife. But see how the knives are pointing to her heart? Now, heart is a major surgery that would take quite a lot of weeks to get over. And here it says heart. I'm not seeing any face, so therefore I'm not thinking cosmetic surgery. Okay, somebody asked me in the comments, eating disorder. Okay, I would, from these cards, I would say that a situation from the past and the level of control that she would have to have, or that's put on her to look a certain way, could indicate a eating disorder. So I can see eating disorder in these cards. I cannot see cosmetic. Here I'm being brought back down to freeing yourself. She's really trying to break free from something. Okay, down the bottom line it says caution is needed, informed, be aware and free yourself. Okay, maybe she's informed or she's aware of something and she's just getting caution and protection going on. So it does say here multiple things are playing out. In this card here it says, which one was it, that one? This one here. Multiple things. There's plenty of things happening. There's multiple things happening here. Bigger picture. You can see here, bigger picture going on. So more things are playing out than actually just some kind of surgery. And it's related to wounds of the past. She's trying to get control of her world. Again, you can see she's been ruled by others. It says control, ruled by others. and that is affecting her health. This here is where is indicating eating disorder. So somebody asked in the comments, the cards aren't saying eating disorder. Somebody asked in the comments, is it an eating disorder? And controlling issues affecting health could be eating disorder. It could also be depression. It could also be anxiety. It could also be something that's connected to the heart. Okay, let's have a look at the future for Kate Middleton. I'm seeing here is that the future is that she has work to do, she has a purpose, she has a mission related to nurturing others. This would be the young prince. So she has a mission. She's needed because she's got work to do, and it says she's doing well. So I don't want to say they keep her around because she's doing a good job at nurturing the young prince, the young royals. But here I'm seeing in the cards in the future that she's doing well. Her heart, here's another big heart photo. Doing well, her heart's doing well is another way to read that. And she can carry on with her purpose, her mission. Okay, one more card. Spinal surgery, like we've been told. Okay, good intentions. Okay, this is immune system and DNA. Could also be blood. DNA is also blood. He is withdrawing from a relationship. This is a relationship and withdrawing from a relationship. So it could be related to that as well. And something around her DNA or her blood. Okay, thank you for joining me.